Right then, hello and welcome to Formula Retro Racing. Now, I was given this copy quite a while ago now for beta testing or just for testing in general, and I've had a little play around with it and it's not too bad. There are some niggling problems though that I will get into in just a moment. So what we're going to do then, we have a number of game modes that we can play. We've got Arcade, Grand Prix, Eliminator, and Free Practice. For the purpose of this one-off, we're just going to do the Grand Prix mode. Now, there's a few little issues, and one of them is that your settings keep getting reverted back to default. So usually you have the music set to about 5, and the sound effects volume keep it 8, but now and again that keeps reverting back to 8 and 8. Another thing as well is that if you're doing elimination mode and the timer runs out, you cannot exit that screen. You have to basically Control-Alt-Delete or Alt-Tab out and close the game manually. There's no way of getting out of that if the timer runs out, so that's another problem as well. Collision detection on this game is a little bit finicky, but we'll get into that as well. So we're just going to do a Grand Prix mode. I need to wait for this timer to count down as well. So you have 8 tracks. Arcade mode is set laps. You have 8 laps to do each of the tracks. You can do it either easy, medium, or hard. For the purpose of this, though, we're going to do all the tracks on medium because that gives you pretty much a decent start way. So yeah, you have the City Loop to start with, then Ocean View, GP Circuit, Monte Carlo, and Speed Oval. You unlock the other tracks as you progress. So we're going to start with City Loop first. We're going to do Advanced, and we're going to do... we're going to just keep it middle of the road. We're going to do 5 laps. And you can't do any of the settings of the cars either. You can't change the wings or anything like that. The only thing you can do is change the color. Now this is a pretty damn good homage though back to the old days of like Virtua racing or Checkered flag on the Jaguar. And it does it pretty well. I mean, the graphics are nice, you know, they do have that old school look to them. Now with the arcade mode you have a rolling start, but Grand Prix you do have a standing start.
3,
and
2, 1,
go! You do have multiple camera views as well. You have an in-car, or pretty much a wing cam, and then you have the 2 chase cameras. We're going to stick on this one for now. Ooh. Now you can draft the car. One of the things that is a bit annoying is the drafting mechanics. As you can see, it is very, very sensitive as one car just completely gets obliterated. Yeah, the drafting is way too oversensitive. I think if you had a bit more of an easy build-up to it, you could get past some of the cars a lot easier. But you are literally thrust into the draft, and you don't really have much time to move out of the way of the other drivers. Unless you're, like, way back there, and then it's fine. You can look back as well, but don't really need to on these races, to be fair. Damage, the damage indicator on the bottom right there, you do get severe damage and your car does explode like that other car did earlier, but you just get respawned back onto the circuit. It's not the end of the race if you were to retire. But yeah, this is a very nice nod to the good old days of old arcade racing. Like I said, Virtual Racer or Checkered flag. I used to have Checkered flag on the Jaguar, and it was bloody terrible. I think it ran at like 3 frames a month. It was absolutely awful. Couldn't even do a race because it was so bad. But then it was on the Jaguar, so. No replay options on this either, sadly. So you can't look at the best bits that happened during the race. But we're not doing too bad. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, that's what I mean about the collision. It is a little bit bouncy, and that happens as well. It doesn't respawn you facing the correct way down the track. It respawns you facing a wall, which is a major issue if you're trying to do a proper race. But I'm going to try and draft him. I'm going to stick back a little bit. Music isn't bad. Music is fairly decent. The only problem is that the music volume always tends to be a lot louder than the car volume, which again isn't a game-breaking problem. but it can be a little bit annoying if you're trying to hear what the car is doing, which on this circuit is not too much. So our fastest lap time at the moment is a 35.9, just under 36 seconds. I'm going to try and beat that on this last lap. I'm not going to win, but then we're not doing it for wins. We need to just collect points so we can unlock the other 3 tracks. So we might get a couple more spots here if I can get into their draft. Which we can. Nice, up into 4th. And there we go, that is race 1 complete. Goal! So we finished 4th then in a time of 3:18.7. And there we go. So you don't get that little continue. If you get eliminated, like I was mentioning earlier, the elimination races, you don't get a little continue in the bottom corner. So that is it. So there we go. These are the standings after race 1, which is cool. Right, next race. And we're going to Ocean View. Sadly, it doesn't automatically select the track for you. And we're going to keep... yeah, we're going to keep this car. I do like this this car color. It reminds me of the Hornet from Daytona, USA. Ready to race. 3, 2, 1, go! And they're underway. Well, I've mentioned this before. I do like these types of graphics. You know, the higher... excuse me. The higher polygon count, which gives you an old aesthetic. So I do like these types of games with these types of graphics, you know. And it does give you a sense of like the old arcade machines back in like the bowlplexes and stuff like that. So yeah, I do approve. It's just a few little issues that, you know, could be fixed, but apparently this game hasn't really been updated since 2021. So since last year. And I'm not the only one that has had issues as well. A lot of people in like the Steam community hub have been expressing their concerns about some of the little glitches and issues with the game. So whether they will be updated in the future, I have no idea. Now you do have multiplayer on this game as well, but it's only local, so you can have like a 4-player split screen. Oh, excuse me. Online multiplayer would be fantastic, but I do understand how hard that is to integrate into games these days. Not a great time, 44.1. Trying to keep up with the lead pack. Might not do it though. Squeeze around the inside. See if I can draft you. Yeah, we got a bit of a draft. Oh, they do like to block their line. Excuse me, and that happens as well. You get caught up on the back of the car. And he goes flying. Yeah, you do get caught up on the back of a car at times, and they just... I don't know what it is about AI. When you get behind them, they sort of slam on the brakes. You can't really do anything. And that can be incredibly tedious. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's no unlockables either, so if you do win a championship, you don't unlock anything special. As far as I'm aware, I haven't gone through a full championship, so I could be wrong. But I'm not going out for wins or anything like that. I'm not taking this seriously in the slightest. I just want to get the points so I can unlock the other tracks available, and there we go. Now, will it spawn me? Oh, it spawned me sort of in the right direction. That is another glitch as well. The blinking does go on a bit too long, and you cannot get back up to top speed if you are blinking. Which again is not a huge problem, but it can be a bit annoying. So this time we only got 7th. Great. Oh well, not too bad. Oh, and I come to a dead stop at the end. So best lap was a 39.5. And there we go. Overall standings after 2 races. Not doing too bad. We're only 12 points behind Autumn. And Kaylee is at the very back with 4 points. So not too bad. Right, GP circuit. This looks very familiar. Of course, this is the old Fuji Speedway. And yeah, some of the tracks do look like their real-life counterparts. Fuji does look very, very good. They have Mount Fuji in the background. Of course, it is all pixelated. You can see it there, look. Hasn't got the flat top as it does in real life, but...
3, 2, 1, go!
Now, another thing I've just noticed, why are the clouds realistic looking? They should be, like, really pixelated as well, or full of polygons. Oh well, that's just me being nitpicky. Excuse me. Excuse me. A boost button would be nice. Not necessary, but it would be nice. Oh, you little cheeky so-and-so. Right, up into 10th already. Getting a draft of you. And you as well. And possibly you as well. No, I was just out of the draft range. It is very difficult to get around some of the tighter corners. You can't take them at speed like the AI can. You do have to slam on your brakes. There's no drifting option, so you can't just drift the car around the corner. Right, up into 6th. This is good. If they don't get in the way, that is. So far, so good. Leader has pulled away, though. So we're getting the draft of the yellow machine. 305 kilometers an hour, so not even reaching 200 mile an hour. But we are on course for potentially taking our first victory. I don't want to go up anyone's chuff. Or, you know, damaging my car too much where it explodes. Okie dokie. We've still got 2 laps to go. Get back here. One thing these cars really remind me of. Now, I used to watch Reboot back in the day when I was younger. If you don't know what Reboot is, it was a CGI animated series. And it was really, really good. You had like these game cubes that used to come down in the world hub that they lived in. And it was the users, and it was just games that were being installed. It was basically like the early internet supposed to be. And there was a game that they played. I can't remember what series it was on, but or what episode it was, but it was Formula 1 cars, and then they turned into planes and then hovercrafts and stuff like that. But that's what these cars remind me of, just that episode, because they looked very similar, and it was all primitive CGI back then. You could see all the polygons and everything, but it was so cool. And you had Bob, Dot, Enzo, Megabyte, Hexadecimal. Ah, they were the days. The later series weren't that great. I think Series 1 and 2 were the best. Series 3 onwards, after Bob left, was a bit naff. But, oh well, we get our first victory. And there we go. go. So a time of 41.67 and a total time of 3:47.35. Overall standings then after 3 races, I take the lead, 112 to 106. And there we go, we'll go on to the next race then, which is of course Monte Carlo.
Select a course.
And here we go. Let's mix it up a bit. I'm going to go for a blue and yellow machine, why not? Maybe a change of colour might be a change of fortunes, who knows? Ready to race. 3, 2, 1, go. Now watch me immediately crash out into turn 1. Oh, this is a lot smoother, that's cool. I'm going to go into the barrier anyway, just because I'm a bit of a rebel. Now, I like this. This is a more simplistic version of Monte Carlo, so it's more wide, more open. I wonder how they're going to do the hairpin. Oh, one car's gone flying. Okay, that is still fairly tight. Alright, let's go under the building. And this chicane has been smoothed out a little bit as well. I didn't touch anything. Yeah, that's another thing that I mean about the hitboxes of the cars. If you can sometimes go into a car, you know, pretty hard and nothing will happen. But if you like glance off one of the cars or one of the barriers, sometimes your car comes to a dead stop and explodes into a million pieces. So a little bit strange. And the fastest lap so far of a 1:14.3. Probably do a lot better than that. Alright, excuse me. The brakes are a little bit weird. It feels to me like when you put on the brakes, it's the brake and accelerator at the same time. It doesn't really feel like you're braking. It's like your car's being forced forward while braking. Come on, excuse me, I want to get past. I want to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Oh, my damage is at maximum, so I've got to be careful. And new fastest lap time as well, 1:10.4. And there they are just up ahead. The music's really good though, I will say. They do have a couple of good bangers on this soundtrack. Come on, get back here. Try not to go into the wall this time. And you can see there I clipped the wall, but I was actually nowhere near it. A 1:05.78, so we blasted the previous lap time. Excuse me, get out of the way. Still got 2 laps to go, so we could potentially still win. Increase our points deficit over autumn. Ooh. They're being very generous. My car is literally about to explode. It hasn't so far, so that's cool. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, no. There you go. That's the hitboxes for you. Just come to a dead stop. Actually, no, fourth isn't too bad. That is still pretty good if I don't get another position. Final lap. Just glance off the wall. It's fine. No, I'm being very lucky. I haven't exploded yet. I'm sort of gritting my teeth every time I go towards the wall because I know for a fact I am going to explode. It's some way, shape, or form. Got a lot of black smoke coming out the back of the car now anyway. Alright, can I at least make a last-ditch effort to get a podium? No, I don't think so because I think that's a lapped car. Yeah, that car is lapped. Oh well, a fourth place. Better than nothing. Didn't win, but... Monaco is always difficult to get around. Goal! So our fastest lap then was a 1:05.78 and a total time of 5:59.41. And I've lost my championship lead from Gabby. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well, not to worry. So now we're moving on to the next group of circuits, and we've already unlocked Desert and Forest, and we need 200 points to unlock the last race, but now we have the Speed Oval. Because it's an oval, I'm going to go for 8 laps, and we're going to go back to our red and blue car because that seemed to give us the best luck.
Start your engines.
I wonder if this would be a rolling... No. I was thinking it might be a rolling start, seeing it's on an oval. Oh well. Ready to race. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, this is a bit weird. Oh. That camera does go a little bit crazy. We're gonna stick to the bottom line, I think. We're gonna get an easy victory on this one, I feel. Getting a draft of the orange machine if we can. Nope, not quite. That'll stick on the bottom anyway. Oh, everyone's drafting, so I'm not actually catching up with the rest of the field. Oh, excuse me. No, and I've blown up as well. Oh, my word. Oh, well, that wasn't very clever. Right, we're still in 9th. No, we're dropped to 10th. Plenty of time to catch up. It's all good. Try a different camera angle, shall we? We'll try in-car. Squeeze underneath. Right, back up into 7th at least. Leaders are not that far ahead either. So as long as I keep on the bottom line, should be alright. Coming up to lap a few cars as well. Oh no, come on, stay off the grass. Music does somewhat remind me of a Newgrounds game. Okay, up into fourth. Oh, one car's completely destroyed. Well, if they keep doing that, then we might have a chance. There's been a bit of a pile-up on the start-finish straight, I notice. Now, these two up ahead, I believe, are first and second. Or they might be lapped, I'm not sure. Hard to tell. It doesn't give you any indication who's in the lead. Well, 2 laps to go. Squeeze underneath. Yeah, we're in second. And yeah, that was a leader. Cool. So now we just got to be careful. Stay out of the way of the lap traffic. Oh, there's bits of car flying everywhere. So someone's definitely had a crash. I do love how the cars just explode. That is very welcoming. No cars do retire on this game either, so they just carry on respawning indefinitely. Oh, and a bit more of a coming together. Will parts fly? Not quite, but we get a victory anyway, so that's cool. And my car again comes to a dead stop. So a time of 29:13 and a total time of 4:12.99. Not bad. Overall standings after 5 races, I've taken the lead again from Autumn and Gabby in third. So we've got 3 races to go. And we're in the desert. I'm going to go back to 5 laps. Keeping the same car because that seems to give us the best luck. Start your engines indeed. Ready to race. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, and there's already an accident at the very start. Red flags, please. Red flags. Oh. That was a bit tighter than I expected it to be. And this one as well. Oh, you can tell. Oh, you cheeky little sod. You can tell I've not raced on these tracks before. I've got to get used to them. And there's more things happening up ahead. A lot of smoke. I was hoping they were going to have a crash then, but nope. Didn't happen. Squeeze at the inside. Okay, so this track isn't too bad. It's just those 2 sharp corners that you got to worry about. Other than that, it's fine. Alright, he's getting a draft. Up into 8th. Okay, those corners aren't too bad at all, actually. I thought they were a lot sharper. But no, we're fairly good. Squeeze around the outside, and the leader's just up ahead. So yeah, I think we got this one in the bag as well. As long as we don't crash into anyone or destroy the car. Come on, get out the way. Don't slam on your brakes. Get out the bloody way. Okay, if you're going to make a racing game, please do not have the AI slamming on their brakes when you get behind them. If you're pushing them, just let them free roll across the track. Don't let them slam on their brakes because that is very annoying. A couple of games do that and it gets right on my nerves. So literally one little sneeze and I'm going to explode, so I've got to be careful. And there we go. So much for me being careful. Not too bad. Could have been worse. We could have lost a lot more positions. We're going to be back up into 4th. Leader's already going through turn 1. Still got 2 laps to go, so anything can happen. This music kind of reminds me of Dizzy on the Amstrad. Now, if you're a bit too young to know what Dizzy is, Dizzy was the mascot for Codemasters back in the 80s. He was a hard-boiled egg with boxing gloves and boots. And you'd go on adventures and you would have to rescue Daisy, his girlfriend, from the evil wizard Zax. And yeah, if you do a search on YouTube, if you don't know what it is, do a search on YouTube, say The Amazing Adventures of Dizzy. It's pretty damn awesome. They made loads of games back when Codemasters was the masters of code. Alright, final lap. Should get a victory on this one because there's the leaders just right there. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to block your line. Oh, I would love there to have been a boost button. So you could have a bit of a nitro. Catching up very quickly though, holy crap. Alright, this I gotta take careful. No! Bloody lap traffic. Getting in the damn way. Oh, someone else has crashed as well. Is that the leader? It doesn't matter if it was a leader or not because... Oh, that is annoying. Oh well, second is better than nothing. Lap traffic getting in your way. My word. Right. Standings after 6 races, I got a 18-point lead over Autumn. Not great, but 2 races to go, anything can happen. So now we're in the forest, a figure of 8 looking circuit. And again, 5 laps and the same colour car. Start your engines. Oh, my car is rolling backwards. Oh no, there we go. 3, 2, 1, go! I'm surprised actually I didn't make a Suzuka-esque looking track. Oh my god, get out of the way. They had Monte Carlo and Fuji. Oh, I suppose he had Fuji. Get out of the way. Now, how sharp are these corners? Can I take them flat out? Answer, yes, I can. Hooray. Not this one, though. I know that for a fact. There's a crossover point. I probably could have taken that corner flat out as well, given a right push, but oh well, lap 1 complete. Oh, I wish more could have been done with this game, you know, with all the issues that I've already pre-mentioned. You know, this game could be fan-bloody-tastic, given the right potential, and if a lot of hard work and TLC was put into it, I mean, this could have been, you know, one of those arcade blockbuster type games, but again, it's sort of been left by the wayside again after over a year of nothing being worked on it. Oh, you... Oh, for Goodness sake, what was that? But, yeah, it's a shame, but... And yes, I can take that last corner flat out, that's cool. We're in 4th. We're gaining slowly on the top 3. But again, my damage is at maximum, so one sneeze and I will blow up. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, cool. We caught up a little bit. Oh, it didn't work that time. Okie dokie. 2 laps to go. Starting now. 55.45. Could be better. Could be a lot faster. Just catching up to the leading trio. Nice. There you go, that's better. Just have to let off the throttle a little bit. Okay, final lap. We're catching lap traffic again as well, which is never good. 51.04. Right, 3rd. That's 1. That's not for a position. That is only a lap car. Well, a few of them have come together there. Right, we're up into 2nd. I think that's yeah, that is the leader just up ahead, but we're not going to catch him. Oh well, another 2nd place. Right at the end. And goal. 51.04 then, and a 4:33.25. So I'll take it, you know. Could be a lot worse. And there we go. Overall standings then. We've increased our lead though to 22 points with 1 race remaining. Kaylee is still at the back with only 14 points. Okay, and that means then we have unlocked the last circuit. And it is the mountain track. So again, it's going to be another 5-lap event. And this one looks to be hell. But we'll see.
Start your engines.
Start your engines indeed. Right, here we go then. Last race. 3, 2, 1. And they're underway. Now this course looks like one of like the downhill drifting mountain circuits. That is like all over everywhere at the moment. Kind of very similar to the track that they had on Forza Motorsport 4 as well. That they used for events and Toge and stuff like that. Oh, get out the way. Get out the way. I said get out the way. I need to win this race to win the championship. Well, I don't really. I come in like the top 3, but I still want to win regardless. We're up into 13th, which isn't great. Oh, get out the way. Already got a load of damage, so that's not going to suit us well for the next 4 laps. Yeah, I don't like... Another thing about this game, I don't like the fact that the AI can take all these really sharp corners at a high rate of speed. And look at the lead already. He's already gone into turn 1. And we're only in 12th place, so... I think, sadly, the chances of me winning is not going to happen. There is a car stationary, though. If you look on the minimap. On one of the little hairpin loops, he's stationary, so maybe that might slow him down a bit. Or that can happen. Come on, get out of the way. I got past 1, I'm still in 12th though. Oh, there's that car just stuck there. Well, this is going to be really annoying if I can't win the championship on the last race. I'll be pretty damn miffed. Can't really seem to catch up either to the bloke in 11th. Oh, that car's got moving in the end. Come on, get back here. Oh, for God's sake. Well, at least you got past him. But we're still miles behind everybody else. So this doesn't really help matters much at all. And the last corner, or the penultimate corner. Yeah, I think you lose way too much speed with the braking, unlike the AI who can take these corners flat out, more or less. So you haven't really got a chance to catch up with the lead pack, who are already going around like that sharp hairpin section. So 2 laps to just wait and see if anyone makes a mistake, really, which I don't think is going to happen. But never say never, I suppose. Is there anyone in near vicinity? No, I don't think so. No, he's literally a little hairpin section away from me, so... Well, this is a bit of an anticlimactic finish. I don't think I'm going to win the championship now, because I reckon being in 11th place, I'm not going to get hardly any points. And, yeah, probably Autumn or Gabby or whoever is going to take the championship. But at least I got to show off the tracks anyway, which was the main purpose of this one-off. So there we go, final lap, 1:23.28. Oh well. We did what we could. But sadly, it is not enough. We pulled away from 12th place though, so that's a plus. Clout into the wall. I think what would have been nice though would have been a little marker to say on the minimap who is the current leader. Because everyone is just a yellow orb. Now if they had like a white orb to symbolize that, oh yeah, this is a leader, it would have made life easier so you can see who's lapping what and this, that and the other, but oh well. So yeah, that is the last race then. I'm not going to win the championship, I highly doubt. Finish 11th and reverse back into the wall. So yeah, there we go. 1:23.28 and a total time of 7:18.49. And yeah, Gabby, you bleh. Yeah, so we didn't win. Came second, but oh well. Now, the thing is though, is that it doesn't really matter because you can just carry on doing these races over and over again. The championship would just carry on, but I'm not going to because that would be really stupid. So yeah, then that was Formula Retro Racing. And I will be back next time for another one-off. If you enjoyed this, as always, let me know in the comments or whatever. I don't know, up to you. I'm not your dad. You make your own damn choices. So, yeah, I will see you all next time then for something else. So thank you very much for watching, as always. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.